7 years ago, I did a little experiment on myself, and it was going to be for 30 days. And I wanted to see how this made me feel. Was there any health benefits to this? Was it all myths and BS? Or did I want to continue this? And I'm speaking about a ketogenic diet, which for me evolved into a carnivore diet. So 7 years ago, I was 57 at the time, I started to gain weight. And I was 180 pounds up until I was 57. And for some reason, I gained 30 pounds. I didn't change a lot, but I just said, oh, you're getting older. That's just what happens. You get a pot when you get a bit older. So there was that. And I thought, well, 30 pounds, I could always lose it. Calories in, calories out. I can just eat less and move more, right? That was what everybody thought. And I did try that. It didn't work. I might drop 10 or 15 pounds, but I would gain it back up right after that when I went back to my normal standard American diet after reducing my calories. Then I went into my doctor's office and had my regular physical. And my doctor says, "Ooh, Craig, your blood pressure is getting a bit high." I go, well, how high is high, right? He said, "It's 150 over 85." I said, "What's it supposed to be?" He says, "Well, I'm comfortable if it's 140." And I said, "Okay." He said, "Do you want medication? Do you want me to try and bring?" I said, "No, I do not want to go on medication. I want to go as long as I can, or maybe never, without getting medicated for anything chronically." He says, "Okay, but let's just check it in 1 year and see what happens." And he didn't ask me once what my lifestyle was. He didn't ask me once what I ate on a regular basis or what my diet was like. He said one thing to me. He says, "Craig, you got to stop the salt." He's South African. I tried to do the accent there. "You have to reduce the salt." Okay, good advice. That's what I walked away from that doctor's appointment for. If you're liking this video, please like or subscribe. It's a new channel. I'd love to have you with me on this journey. And then I went and I researched this ketogenic diet. And so many people in the communities that I joined, the doctors that I listened to, the nutritionalists that I listened to, so many of this advice was how advantageous it is to actually go on a low carb diet. And that's what a ketogenic diet is. It's getting rid of the crap food, getting rid of the sugar, eating whole foods, and bringing your carbs down. It was that simple. And I thought I could do that. I'm already eating a ton of animal products. I love my meat. I'll just have to get rid of all the sugars that I like so much. But not just table sugars. You had to get rid of the things that biled into sugar when you ate it. And I'm talking about the things that I really like: pasta, grain, bread, spaghetti, all these good things, especially pizza. And so I thought, okay, well, for 30 days, I can eliminate those. And that's what I did. And I just ate whole foods. I just ate a lot of meat, non-starchy, low-carb vegetables, some berries, and some nuts. And that was my diet. And about 4 or 5 days in, I was expecting to get this, and they call it the keto flu, which is a stupid name for it because you don't really get the flu. It's just withdrawal. So when you stop smoking cigarettes, they don't call it the nicotine flu. You're just going through withdrawals. And that's what I went through. I went through sugar withdrawals, and that's real. And that crap is addicting. And there's no doubt about that. But I made it to my 30 days. I said, I'm going to try this a bit longer. I'm going to maybe go 60 days, and then maybe I'll go back to my pizza. So I went to 60 days, and I did that for 5 years. After my fifth year of eating this way, I decided to try carnivore. I heard doctors speaking about this carnivore diet. I was already not eating the crap food. So what that meant for me was a 30-day challenge or a 30-day experiment to see what happens if I remove my vegetables and my berries and I strictly eat animal products, which for me was meat, all different types of meat, mainly beef, fish, seafood. And I always had a little bit of heavy cream because heavy cream has less sugar in it, in my coffee, and a little bit of cheese, eggs, that type of thing. And now my goal was to get my carbs under 20 grams per day. So what happened after my keto carnivore journey? Here's what I can tell you how it benefited me, and from hundreds of people that I've listened to, how it also benefits them. And especially as we get older in life, how it benefits seniors. The benefit that I'm most proud of is I lost that 30 pounds. I've been 180 for a very long time, from 210. It's easy to do. I'm not hungry. I'm not reducing my calories. This diet just naturally assisted me in losing those 30 pounds, and I have not gained them back. The carnivore diet and the ketovore diet, I'm going to call carnivore keto diet because that's what it really is. It's just a bit more of a restrictive. So the keto diet over 7 years reduced my brain fog. As a professional investigator, I use that old noggin quite a bit. And my thoughts were clearer. My speech was clearer. I really reduced brain fog that I didn't even know I had, but a huge difference in my cognitive ability. If you have depression or anxiety, I've been told that going on a keto low carb diet works for the brain as well, because your brain does feed on ketos as well as glucose. And I've heard that that kind of a diet will reduce depression and anxiety. From the neck down, let's start with heartburn. Holy smokes, did I ever have heartburn? I would have 4 or 5, 6 Tums daily, every day. For 40 years, I would have that. And after about a month into this keto journey, I had 0 heartburn. And that shocked the heck out of me, because I thought I was going to live with heartburn for the rest of my life. I wasn't even expecting or even thinking about reducing or stopping my heartburn, but that's exactly what it did. Let's go back to my blood pressure. Like I mentioned earlier, I averaged about 150 over 85 back then. I mean, after my doctor told me I had high blood pressure, I would check it at supermarkets and grocery stores that had the machines. So I decided to buy a blood pressure cuff, a quality home blood pressure machine, and I check it 3 times a week. I can honestly say that my blood pressure now is 115 over 75. The doctor wonders what the heck I did. Like, did I secretly go on medication? Well, no, I didn't. I just changed my lifestyle. My keto diet, going on a low carb diet, eating whole foods, avoiding, or not just avoiding, but eliminating all the junk of a standard American diet, lowered my blood pressure. I have friends. I never suffered from prediabetes or diabetes, though I probably would have got there. A lot of my friends did. Their A1C level, which is a glucose level when you get your lab results, was creeping up to the point where they became pre-diabetic. And then they've got full-fledged, I'm talking about type 2 diabetes. And when they went on a low-carb keto or carnivore diet, their A1C went down and they were no longer pre-diabetic. If they were on medication for type 2 diabetes, a lot of people I know were able to reduce the medication, and in some cases even eliminate it, with a doctor's advice and working with a healthcare professional, obviously. So if trying this diet is something that you've been considering or something that you're already doing, and you're willing to commit to that 30, ideally 90 days, and you're willing to commit to that, and you say to yourself that you're not going to cheat, you're not going to do it 5, 6 days a week, like if you can actually do it, I'm here to tell you that it is sustainable. And if a sugar addict like me did it, then I think anybody can do it. Expect to feel a little bit funny the first 4 or 5 days. You'll hear it referred to, like I said, the keto flu. Don't even think about it as a flu or a sickness that you will get. You're just going to go through withdrawals. And once you become used to eating low carbs and you become what they call fat adapted, I think you're going to find that your health journey, if you want to lose weight, if you want to lower your blood pressure, if you want to reduce diabetes, if you want to work on your cognitive health, then I think you'll find this diet may be for you. It's definitely, in my opinion, it's definitely worth the experiment. So if you like this simple little video and you are thinking of going on a keto diet, or you already are, or a carnivore diet, has it helped you? Has it hurt you? I'd love to see those comments, please. And if you do like it, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.